Well, folks, I'm here talking with Julie Rowan about the third annual Mason County Kiwanis Day of Champions. How are you?
I'm doing well, Jeff. How are you?
I'm awesome, and this is a great event. It's the third annual, but it's been around since 2019, pre-COVID, but then, of course, the break that all of us faced. But we're back in it now for the second year in a row. You have 6 school districts from Mason County and Thurston County participating in this. So tell us a little bit about what this is for folks who may just be hearing about this for the first time.
Absolutely. So Day of Champions is a one-day modified track and field event for special needs students. So it's a field trip for these kids. So they'll come up to North Mason High School and participate in approximately 15 different modified events. They all get a free shirt, a free medal, and a free lunch. It's a great day for them.
Talk to me a little bit about what this means to students with special needs who may not have the opportunity to participate in different types of track and field events. I know that, like at Shelton High School, they just had their major one that they always do, and things like that.
Absolutely. It's just an opportunity to get out on the field and try these events. They're smiling, they're laughing. It's non-competitive, so everybody is a winner at the end of the day, and they get to try something they may not have the opportunity to try before.
What are the events?
Yeah, so some of the favorites are the big ball. So it's just a massive, colorful ball on the field. They get to kick the soccer ball. They get to do the high jump and the long jump, and the relay race with rubber chickens. So that's always a fan favorite.
Wait, so the baton is a rubber chicken?
You got it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Folks may have seen this in Thurston County, right? They do something over there?
Yeah, they do. So Thurston County Kiwanis clubs had this for a long time. The event itself, started in 2003. In 2000, and over time it grew. In 2018, they had started inviting other districts. So Shelton School District had been invited in the past. In 2018, they had over 800 students on the field.
Wow.
Exactly. Super exciting. But when you figure 800 students plus all the helpers plus all the volunteers, became a real safety hazard.
Sure.
So they had said, we either need to expand or we need to start cutting schools. Enter Mason County Kiwanis clubs. The 5 of us got together and wanted to host this event. And that allowed us to now invite school districts like Merriam Knight, Pioneer, North Mason School District, all these schools that had not been invited before.
And so how many students are going to participate in this?
Yeah, this year we have 140 students signed up.
Wow. And so the 6 school districts in Mason County plus Griffin will be in attendance here. When it comes to the volunteer needs, you mentioned volunteers and the helpers and things like that. How can somebody get involved in this? I'm excited to be up there and film this year and to be able to show it off more. And I'm just wondering what it's going to be look like there when I look across Phil Pugh Stadium and I see all the kids and all the smiles.
Absolutely. So all the kids will be spread out. The stations are spread out nice. We'll have at least, our goal is 100 volunteers. Most of the adult volunteers will be Kiwanis, Friends of Kiwanis. So if you're interested, please let me know. Jeff will have my contact information. But this year we're doing a more for kids by kids event. North Mason School District is allowing us to use both the leadership class and the spring sports teams. All those students will be out on the field helping this year.
And those spring sports teams are a lot of what the events are.
You got it.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
They'll have a lot of fun out there.
That's going to be super cool. Tell me what it's been like to, at the end of the day, it's a lot of work to put this thing on, but at the end of the day, as the families are leaving and you hear them talk about it or they are laughing about the day, what's that like?
It's amazing. It's heartwarming. It's an experience really like no other. I hate to sound so, cheesy and cliche, but it is. You go out there, and these kids who you may not see actively involved in much else feel involved. They're smiling, they're laughing, they're doing events in a modified fashion that it's just so fun to watch and a great thing to be part of. We have some great pictures. One teacher last year with his student was running and doing the high jump. I mean, the teachers are involved. They're having just as much fun as the kids. Watching Students push other students in wheelchairs to do the relay races and the 50-yard dash. I mean, they're just smiling, screaming, hooting, hollering. It's an awesome day. It is so rewarding to be out there.
And so it is coming up here, end of the month. It's May 29th, Phil Pugh Stadium, like I mentioned, at North Mason High School. Tell me a little bit about the day and how it unfolds.
Absolutely. So we'll kick things off at 10 o'clock. North Mason band and choir will be down to do the national anthem. Right after the national anthem, we kick it off with the Parade of Champions. So each class does one lap around the track. Then we break into the event stations. Students participate for about 5 to 7 minutes at each station. Then around noontime, we'll break for lunch. They can hand out the medals at that time. And then when they're done eating, we'll have the music pumping for a dance party on the field while the buses come pick them up.
Oh, I love it. You mentioned all the Kiwanis clubs in the county are together on this one. Is this a traditional Kiwanian event, or is this something that the groups came together after seeing how big the Thurston County event was and knew they needed to do something?
Yeah, I think I made them come all together, which is great, because we knew it would be, community-wide, county-wide. I wanted them to all have a part and be involved and understand the magic that is this event. So it is Christmastown, Shelton, Pioneer, Hood Canal, and the North Mason Kiwanis clubs. They have a member from each group that sits on the committee to put the event together, and all of them will have volunteers out there that day.
How does that tie into the Kiwanis mission overall?
Our goal is helping kids. So that's what we're doing out there that day. It's a huge part of the mission.
And what are some other ways, if folks aren't able to volunteer their time on that day, what are some other things that maybe you would need or would be a help to you or this?
Yeah, sponsorship is always great. We couldn't do this without our sponsors. It costs about $8,500 to put this event on and keep it free for everyone. So if anybody out there is interested, we're always looking for sponsors. Even just come out and support. If you can't volunteer but have an hour to spare, come watch it. Come see what it's all about, and then share the word with your friends.
Traditionally, that final couple days of May is beautiful, so you can sit in the stadium, which is a great facility there at North Mason. And so lots of folks will have this opportunity. Again, talk a little bit about maybe your why and, for spearheading this whole thing. And then just maybe a couple more stories from the years past about this.
Absolutely. So when they had talked about, expand or bust, I had gone out to the event in 2018. I got to be involved in the large Thurston County event. And it was just one of those things. It was a calling. It was something I had to do. I knew I wanted to do it. I just told my son recently, when I was like 10, I got to help my mom at Special Olympics. The cable company she worked for was out volunteering that day. And I got to hand out medals after the race or something. And just the personalities of these kids, they're just so warm and you just drawn to them that it's awesome, right? So when I got out there that day and there's 800 kids and I'm like, yeah, I need to be part of this. I do not want to see this event go away. I was so excited to be asked to kind of spearhead this in Mason County. So it's been awesome. Is it
across the country then? Do they do these or?
They do not. That's a great question. So it started in Thurston County by one teacher in 2003, just wanted to do a day for his students. The best part is the school actually said no, and he did it anyway. So he did it during the school day, brought the kids out there, had a great time. Kind of did it annually, and then, started to grow. Some people who were involved in the district that were in Kiwanis kind of were like, hey, let's make this a bigger thing. And then over time, it grew and expanded to them inviting schools. Today, there's our event. I believe Yelm has an event, Stillicum, and North Thurston, the school district just took it over. So now it's just a North Thurston school district event over there. So unfortunately, COVID knocked a lot of things out of place, right? Yeah. So Olympia doesn't get to be involved. Tumwater not really involved anymore. But I'm happy to help anybody get more events started. So would love to spread this mission.
It's going to be a wonderful day, a real heartwarming day. I'm guessing there's a lot of laughter, a lot of tears, and a lot of joy that comes out of the end of this. And just super excited to go up and cover it this year and see what else is going on. The events sound like a hoot, and showing too that kids of all backgrounds and abilities are able to participate in these types of events is pretty special.
It really is. It really is. And the 4 Kids by Kids that we're going to push this year, it's going to be awesome. I mean, yeah, it's a special day for the students and the athletes that get to participate, but the students that are on the ground kind of interacting with these kids is like no other as well.
It's a Thursday, May 29th, Phil Pugh Stadium at North Mason High School. Get there at least by 10 for the Parade of Champions and the opening ceremonies, and lasts until about 1:30. So a nice, just midday kind of fun event there for the Mason County Kiwanis 3rd Annual Day of Champions track and field event. North Mason, Shelton, Hood Canal, Merriam Knight, Pioneer, and Griffin school districts all will be represented, and going to be a lot of participants and a lot of fun. Julie Rowan here. I'll put the links too for folks if they need to get in touch with you.
Awesome.
On how you can help out more. That's including with volunteerism or sponsors or anything like that. That's super cool.
Thanks. We're excited to have you out there. You're going to have a great day.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there too, Thursday, May 29th.